All right, guys. So today we're gonna do things a little different. On Monday we talked about classifying quadrilaterals and how we can do that. So today, what I want to talk about is classifying triangles, and how we can do that. And there's two different ways we can do that, and I'm gonna go over that with you here. So just like Monday, I want you guys to take notes, write down everything I write down. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine, with the colors and the clouds and all that you'll see. But I want it to look similar, okay? Because you're going to be uploading your notes onto the Google Slides so that I can see them. All right, so the first thing you need to write down is classifying triangles. Okay, classifying triangles, and I'm just going to put a little cloud over it just to make it look nice. You guys do not have to do that. Okay, so once you got that, we're going to split our page into two, and then we're going to have three sections down here, okay? So one, two, three, okay? All right, so now I want to go over the one way that we can classify triangles is by the length of sides. So on this one right here, this side, you're gonna put by length of sides. What this means is when you're looking at the triangle, you can tell what kind of triangle it is based on how long or how short the sides may be. So the first one we're going to talk about is when it has zero congruent sides. Now, congruent means that the sides are the same length. So for this one, that means the triangle that we're about to draw has no sides that are the same length. They're all different lengths. So we're going to start by drawing a long one across the top here. Kind of angle it like that. And then like this. So as you can see, they're all different. The top part goes out longer up here, so it doesn't match this bottom line. And this comes in a little bit, okay? So they're all different sides. We can color that in. So when a triangle has all completely different sides, it is called a scalene triangle, okay? Scalene triangle. So a scalene triangle has zero congruent sides. All right, has no sides. None of the sides are the same length. The next part is going to be if it has two congruent sides. Now just to explain, a triangle is not going to have one congruent side because it has to have a side that is the same length. That's what congruent means. It means it has sides that are the same length. So that's why we don't do one, because it is not possible for it to have one congruent side. So the next step is going to be two congruent sides. So we'll draw like that, just a simple triangle, and then we can color it in, and then put little dashes on the sides. That's going to show us that these are the two sides that are the congruent. So with the dashes, it means they're the same length. So when you see other triangles with dashes, it means same length, okay? So this is called an isosceles triangle. Okay, isosceles triangle. An isosceles, remember, has two congruent sides. So it's going to have two sides that are the same length. All right, next we're going to go on to three congruent sides. So this one we're going to draw a much kind of wider triangle, color it in. Now for this one, just imagine it doesn't look that way, but because Miss Jones kind of isn't very good at drawing right now. So that means that it's going to have all three sides are the exact same length. Okay, so it's going to have three dashes, one on this side, and this side. That means all these sides are the exact same length. So if this is, let's say 25 centimeters, and this is going to be 25, and this is going to be 25, okay? This is called an equilateral triangle. You can remember that because equal means all sides are equal. So all sides are equal, it's equilateral, okay? So that one's an easy one to remember. All right, then the next way that you can classify a triangle is by the types of angles it has. So remember on Monday, I talked a little bit about angles, and angles is like the corners, like the inside corners of a shape. So with triangles, we're gonna start with like one right angle. Now, you should remember from last week when you guys learned a little bit about triangles, a right angle is 90 degrees. An easy way to remember that, or how to draw it, is one straight line down and then one straight line this way, and that should give you a right angle. So when you're looking at right angles, or when you see a right angle, it's always gonna have this box. If you see a triangle and it does not have this box, but it kind of looks like a right angle, it is not a right angle. It needs to have that box to be a right angle, okay? Let me show that in. So triangles with a right angle is going to be called, you probably can guess it, a right triangle. So right triangle. All right, so a right triangle has a right angle. Easy. All right, next, when it has three acute angles, so not one, not two, but three acute angles, so it's gonna look like this. Acute is when the angle is less than 90 degrees. So it's this little, kind of little angle, little. So acute is little, so with little. So when it's close to touching, kind of, it's gonna look like that. So it's less than 90 degrees. So we're gonna shade it in. So if you have three acute angles, not two, not one, but three, it's going to be called an acute triangle, okay? Acute triangle. The last one is when you have one obtuse angle. So that means it could have two acute angles. It could have, two acute angles and one obtuse angle. It's still not going to be an acute triangle because acute triangle needs to have three. An obtuse angle, so if it has one obtuse angle, it's going to look like this. Yeah. So it's kind of open. It's really open. That means it's more than 90 degrees, okay? Miss Jones messed up on her triangle. Sorry. Okay. So it has, there's an acute angle here, an acute angle here, but this one's bigger. It's wider. So it's going to be like that. That is called an obtuse angle because it is bigger or larger than 90 degrees. So obtuse is larger, okay? So this is going to be called an obtuse triangle. Okay? So one obtuse angle is going to be an obtuse triangle. Three acute angles, acute triangle. One right angle, right triangle. Okay? This should be easy to remember. The angles match the triangle. Here, it's fairly simple once you guys get the hang of it, okay? So just, if it has 2 dashes, isosceles. 3 dashes, equilateral. 0 dashes, scalene, okay? And remember, the dashes mean that the lines or the sides are congruent. So the sides equal the same thing, all right? All right, so next you guys are going to do a little activity after you post your notes. So post your notes to Google Slides so I can look at them. Then you're gonna do a little activity just so I can check your understanding, see how this helped you. And then tomorrow, you guys are gonna do more activities and more different things with triangles and learning about them, right? And then on Friday, you guys have a quiz about quadrilaterals and triangles, okay? So you're gonna have a little quiz about both of those, and you can use your notes. You can use your notes from this week, like these things that you made here, or you can use your notes from last week, or you can use both. The Google Slides from last week will be linked in the PowerPoint that is up there for this week, so you'll still have them. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Again, let me know if this was helpful, if it wasn't, if you wanted me to do more things like this or not. Okay, so make sure to do your activities. If you need any help, let me know. I will be available for you guys, okay?